Alright, we are live. My camera seems to be working. Finally, we're on a good streak with that. But anyway, welcome to the stream. My name is Azoreign. That's a flamingo. You'll have to excuse me, I have a little one trying to fall asleep right near me, but I am Azoreign, your friendly blue mage. You may call me Azo. Thank you for joining the stream. I should have a pretty good lineup here for you tonight, so before we get into it, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff. We are so close to 2,000 subscribers here on YouTube, and when I hit a 2,000 subscriber goal, we will be doing a big giveaway. So if you want to be a part of that giveaway, make sure to go follow me over on Twitter or X, whatever you prefer to call it. That's where you will get to know the prizes and how to enter. But that being said, thank you for being here if you're watching the stream live, and thank you for watching the VOD back if that's how you're choosing to watch. But I'm going to go ahead and jump over into my Discord and get this game started. So if you want to find out how you can join a live game like you're about to see, or if you just want to talk about Magic with a group of like-minded people, go ahead and join my Discord. The link should be in the description down below. So I'm happy to have you. But I'm going to jump over into said Discord and we will get started. All right, we are live. How's everyone doing?
Hey,
I am so excited to play this. This deck has been a work in progress since it came out.
Very nice. Well, without further ado, since it looks like everyone's got a hand drawn, I'm going to go ahead and do the norm. I'll shuffle the turn order 3 times. We can get started, and when you take your first turn, go ahead. You can, if you choose to introduce yourself, introduce the deck you're playing, whatever you want to do. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so it looks like Tribs is going to start, and I will be ending us.
Sure.
So,
Somebody got a hand?
I'm gonna try it.
Is Johan, our musing melodist, is he here, or did he step away? Oh, I see a finger. All right, it looks like we should be good to go. Tribs, whenever you are ready.
All right. As Azoreign just said, I'm Tribs. I guess long time friend of the channel now.
Yes,
Excited to be playing tonight. This is Karazikar, the Eye Tyrant. This is the old starter Rakdos precon with some cards around and these recent secret layer all tossed in there because I just really like the art.
Oh yeah.
And I guess I'll start off by drawing and play a Desnia Bloodhall. Taps for colors, or I can pay 5 into it to deal 2 damage to target player or planeswalker. And I'll tap 1 for the classic Soul Ring.
Oh,
and
man,
pass.
we got a turn. We got a goes first and a turn 1 Soul Ring.
Yep.
Gross.
Yep.
All right, good game, good game. We shuffle up another one.
All right, boy, and I thought my turn 1 play was gonna draw some ire. I'm Riker Rider. I'm playing Morska under Sea Sleuth. This is one of the Murders of Karlov Manor precon commanders. This is going in a bit of a different direction with the clues that it produces. Yeah, it's playing a lot of the same cards. It's just going in a different direction. I'm going to start with a Sea of Clouds and an Esper Sentinel.
Oh my.
That's better than mine.
My turn 1 does not look this good.
Y'all have turn 1s?
I'm with you.
I will. Oh, hello all. My name is Johan. Excited to be playing this deck. Just finished it. It got its first couple games in Saturday. But it is Coram the Undertaker. He was the backup commander for the Jund precon from the commander precon from a modern set, Modern Horizon 3. Don't ask questions. But it's pretty cool. He's got a big shovel, and it's kind of menacing looking. It's pretty cool. Hoping to do some menacing things, but we shall see.
I always thought that was like a big mace, like a big hammer.
No, it's a shovel.
Yeah.
Part of the reason I find it kind of it's a funny deck. So, anyways, drew turn. I'm gonna play a Raucous Theater. It'll enter tapped. I surveil 1. I will leave that on top and pass.
All right. Well then, this half of the table is going to play some fair magic because I'll draw and I'll play Temple of Milady or Malady, however you pronounce it, and I will scry one.
Melody.
And I'll put that on the bottom, and I will just pass.
Untap raw. I will play Swamp and pass.
Guard for turn.
Swamp pass on turn 2 with a Still Ring start.
Yeah, I may not have 5 lands.
What kind of
I don't
instance
think
he's
I-
got in there?
So many.
I'm gonna play a study. So this is a card people probably haven't seen before. This is from the Ravnica Clue edition, and this is part of the cycle of tap duels that you can investigate for 4 mana. Unfortunately, that's all I got. Was kind of relying on people to play some stuff on the first turn.
Gotcha, so the 2 strong starts have no follow-ups.
Yes. Correct.
All right. For turn, I'm going to have a red, and I'm going to Faithless Loot. Draw 2, discard 2.
I will draw a card.
Oh boy. I probably shouldn't have kept this hand.
Oh,
Oh no!
no land.
Boy, and I thought my hand was a shaky keep.
Well, we'll make this work. You have to discard now, though. That sucks. I'm going to discard Winter. And I was hoping to say this for later. Titanoth Rex.
Got
Well,
it.
these go in my bin. And then I'm going to play the back side of this card, which is it's Stomp on the main side, but it's the Burn Willow Clearing on the back side. It's a Gruul land enters tapped.
MDFC duels to the rescue.
Yeah,
Yes.
seriously.
I had those in my hand. Those are my 2 lands, but I will then pass.
Alright, well at least you hit a land on turn 2, and I'm sorry if my camera looks so weird. I don't know what's going on with like spell table and my like camera. It's usually zoomed in right to the edges right here, and spell table the last couple times I've been playing with it has been like zooming my camera all the way out, and I can't fix it unless I like do a bunch of like workaround stuff, and it's just kind of annoying, and I just wanted to make sure that we could get started on time, so that's why it looks a little weird. But I will play Undergrowth Stadium. It's going to enter untap because I have 2 or more opponents, and I'll tap 2 and play a Skull Prophet. And I will pass. And Skull Prophet is not a basic plane.
Let's go with another Swamp. And I'll tap 4 for a Sangromancer.
Very
Flying
nice.
3/3. When a creature opponent controls dies, I gain 3 life. May gain 3 life, and when an opponent discards a card, I may also gain 3 life. And I'll pass.
Guard for turn.
That might be a good card for my Amalia deck. I don't know why I haven't seen that before.
I like Sangromancer.
Very, very good card, yeah.
Windswept Heath, 39. I'm gonna get a green duel of some kind. Like some untapped green duel. Then I'm gonna cast an Azorius Signet and an Idol of Oblivion.
Pretty good.
Seems good.
That's all I have. I just need to get my untapped green duel.
Come on, draw. Oof. All right. Gonna be a nice humble turn. Instead of lands, I'll tap 2 for an Arcane Signet. And
I'll draw a
then
card.
I will. See, we're friends, Raikou. Just remember it. I'm making your card have value. And then I will tap my signet, get out an ignoble hierarch, and pass.
Ignoble? Oh, the hierarch.
Yes, the Goblin Shaman.
Yes. Alright. I will untap, upkeep, and draw. Okay. Play a swamp. Rai, you're gonna draw off of me as well, because I'll tap 2. I'm gonna play Nature's Lore, and then I will also just play my own Arcane Signet. Yeah, and I can't do anything else after that. Nature's Lore is gonna go get a land that has white in it, and then I am done. I'll pass to Tribs.
Ristic buddy.
Tap up your draw. Play a Bloodfell Caves. Enters tapped again on life. Boom. Then I'll tap for 3 to cast a Fleshbag Marauder. 3/1. When it ETBs, each player sacrifices a creature.
I drew 3 cards off of Ristic buddy. That's fine.
Oh, Fleshbag, man.
Mm-hmm.
Sack, Skull Prophet, womp womp.
I'll kill my flesh.
And then you gain 12 or 9?
No.
That's
Damn.
really good.
That's just rude.
I needed that. That's my only ramp.
Sorry. Drawn so many cards. Raikou, I'm kind of scared over there, so we're gonna get at you for 3 in the air.
I don't blame you at all.
Yep, I pass.
Untap, guard for turn.
I used to own an Esper Sentinel, and I think you just drew more cards this game than I ever did off of it. I don't know if it was the worst luck or just bad timing. I never drew a card off my Esper Sentinel. I think 1 or 2 total. It was crazy.
Let's go. Okay, now that the edict is gone, I should probably start like actually doing things. Play this arcane signet. I'm gonna play my commander. Then I'm gonna play Spara's headquarters, and I'm gonna pass the turn. Well, this might get a little more difficult now that I don't have this endless supply of cards.
I mean, your commander and Idol of Oblivion work very well together.
They do. This card was in the pre-con. Did I grab the stack of tokens? I think it's elsewhere. I'm gonna go find it. I'm F6'd.
I'm gonna take a little bit of a risk here. I'm gonna dash. Yeah, no,
What do
this
you
is
think?
tough.
Yeah, this has clues.
Alright, I'm gonna tap 3. I'm gonna flash back my Faithless Looting.
Oh,
Copy.
yeah.
Draw 2, discard 2. Oh my goodness. This is so bad.
I'm gonna gain 6 when you discard.
Yeah. holy cow.
Uh,
Who am I more worried about?
Goodness.
Raikou drawing 10 cards or Tribs gaining 20 life?
Honestly, this deck hurts itself a lot.
I'm gonna discard a Sylvan Safekeeper and a Junji, Midnight Sky.
Mm.
And then I'm gonna play the backside of this Bogar Trawler.
There we go.
Which is a-
DFCs.
I have nothing to do with 1 black mana, so I will not pay the life. They'll come in tapped. And I'm gonna have so much work to do when I'm done playing tonight, flipping all these cards.
Mm-hmm.
I will then pass.
All right. Untap, upkeep, draw. Okay. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Uh-oh. Only 2 mana left. Dang, that hurts. Well, let's hope Tribs doesn't have any more Edict effects. I'll go 3 and play Citizen Champion. I will also miss a land drop, but Citizen Champion says, whenever an enchantment enters the battlefield under my control, this card gets a +1/+1 counter, and I draw a card. I thought I had an extra. Oh, well, Skull Prophet would have been my extra mana. That's probably what I was accounting for. So after that, I will pass.
All right.
Very good card.
And
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm scared of from
no
Trip.
edict.
Other.
No edict turn.
We got Static Shadows in the chat asking Thea what their least favorite Clash of Clans troop is. I remember the days.
Oddly specific.
Let's just pay 5 for the commander.
That
It's a
might help
5/5. Whenever you attack a player, tap target creature that player controls and goad it. Whenever an opponent attacks another one of your opponents, you and the attacking player each draw a card and lose a life.
That's pretty good.
So you
Yeah.
can get 1 free activation right now because of the Sangromancer.
Yeah, I can goad it, but I can't draw because it's when an opponent attacks. So I will. We'll spread the love a little bit. We'll swing over at you, Azo, for 3, and we will tap and goad your champion. And I will be done.
Here, there's the goad marker.
Perfect.
And so the
Yeah, you can kind of
Yep.
use me to your advantage, just have Raikou off my draw triggers.
and then I was on the case. That's what I was trying to say.
Just attacking is kind of attacking one of my opponents. Kind of a free second draw for you.
It is.
Did you take the 3, Azo?
No, I just didn't want to, so.
That's fine. It's fine with me. You have to gain 3.
Well, figuring out how I want to go about this. I should see what I draw. Yeah, Azo, I think we're going to go for 2, which is going to be 4.
Okay.
Yeah, so trigger on attack, you and I will both draw a card, and
And then because I drew my second card,
Mm-hmm.
and then we'll go through combat to main 2, mostly figuring out if I can do what I want to do. And I don't think I can, which is kind of annoying. Because I'm short of mana to do what I want to do. So we'll go 4. Or, you know what, before I do this, I'm actually going to draw off a Vital of Oblivion. See if this fixes my issue. It doesn't.
reasonable.
So we're going to go 4 mana for Adrix and Nev.
Oh, very scary.
Good card.
Then I'm going to play a Conservatory. And I'll pass with 7 cards in hand.
Copy that.
All right. Sounds like a threat, but okay. Untap
No,
and draw. Holy crap, guys! I did it.
Is it a land?
Land. Natty
I
land.
may have drawn a proper land.
Wow.
Before I do that though, I'm going to tap 3, and I'm going to cast an Honest Rutstein. When he enters, I can return target creature card from graveyard to hand, and then my creature's spells cost 1 less. I'm going to return this Winter Misanthropic Guide to my hand. Mostly just because it's a new card, and be fun to cast later. But then creatures cost 1 less, so I'm going to tap my Signet for just 1 green, and I'm going to get out
back. Oh, Lotus Cobra.
a Lotus Cobra. Shoot. Well, it's in the glare pile. Lotus Cobra. Let's see if that helps a little bit. Trying out a little bit different camera setup, and unfortunately, I guess I get some glare with it. Then I will play a Swamp for turn. But sadly, nothing that I can cast. So whatever mana I get from my Cobra is just gonna fizzle in sadness. But it's something. So we'll pass.
All right. Untap the goaded creature. Upkeep. Draw. Okay. That is certainly a thing. So why don't we start with that? Let's go to Sylvan Library. I want to draw cards as well, guys. When I cast Sylvan Library, that will put a +1/+1 counter on the Cetessan Champion, and I will draw a card. Now I'm wanting to hit lands. Okay, draw. Yeah, let's go ahead. I will play Overgrown Tomb. It will enter tapped, so I will not pay the 2 life. And then I will tap my remaining 3, and I'll play Nyx Weaver. Nyx Weaver says at the beginning of my upkeep, I mill 2. It has reach, and then it has a pay ability where I can exile Nyx Weaver from my graveyard, and then it acts as a Eternal Witness. So Nyx Weaver is also an enchantment. I will put a +1/+1 counter on the Cetessan Champion, and I will draw another card. Perfect. Now my Cetessan Champion is goaded. Adrix and Nev is a 2/2, and I'm way more scared of Adrix and Nev than I am of Lotus Cobra, so I'm going to send my 3/5 over at Raikou Rider. When that happens, Trib and I will both lose a life, and we will both draw a card.
That's fine.
My Cetessan Champion is no longer goaded, and that's all I got. I will pass.
I don't blame you for that at all. Adrix and Nev they're really scary.
Yeah. I'm going to put this dice on the top of my library so I do not forget my Sylvan Library trigger.
We could have used Sylvan Library off that draw we just did. So just it's just the first one.
Yeah. At the beginning of your draw step, you may draw 2 additional cards. Yeah, it's not every card you draw. It's not like Underrealm Lich might be what you're thinking of. That's every card you draw.
Something like that. Not a draw replacer. I'll pay 2 here to Sign in Blood. Target myself. I'll draw 2, lose 2.
So yeah, this game is gonna go on all night. I really don't think so.
I think we're drawing lots of cards. Yeah. Play a Swamp for turn. I will go to combat. I'm kind of scared of Raiku's commander, so 3/3 flying, come to you, Raikou.
28.
On attack, we will tap and goad your commander.
Yep.
Not a bad idea. Or Tribs, I mean, you could goad the Adrix and Nev, but hey, just saying.
It has ward, and I don't want to pay
it. Yeah, has ward too.
Yep, just what he needed, ward. You know, I want why doesn't my Parallel Lives have ward? Why doesn't What's the other one?
It's so good.
I'm blanking on the name. What's the better one?
Doubling season or something?
Doubling season. Yeah, doubling season. Ward 4.
It's so
I'm
good.
playing a tectonic giant, 3/4. When it attacks or becomes the target of spell an opponent controls, I can either deal 3 damage to each opponent or exile top 2 cards and play them until the end of my next turn. So that's it. I will pass.
I like
Okay.
Tectonic Giant. It's not found a lot of homes in my
Yeah.
decks, but I just think it's like a very well designed card.
I do also like it. If it was printed this year, it'd also do it on ETB, I think.
Yeah, it'd be an ETB, and it would probably have Ward 2 in haste.
Oh, there's
And it costs 1 less mana.
Yeah, and it'd be
More
3 mana.
more clues.
Clues.
Card for
Clues.
turn. Play a Bountiful Promenade. Well, Morska's goated. I'm gonna actually swing it at Johan this time because I attacked Azo
Oof.
last turn.
How
Trigger.
much is it?
It's gonna be 6.
6.
And then trigger, draw and lose 1.
Oh God.
Not what you want to hear when someone has every land, every piece of mana untapped.
That's wild. 1, 2, 3, 4. Urza?
Oh boy, we are
Yeah.
all too familiar with Urza around here.
So that makes 2 Karnstrucks that are really big. They're 4, 5, they're 8s.
Azurgadora meteors in, and then just a bunch of capital letters that I'm not gonna scream out loud right now. What?
I'm gonna draw Vital.
We're gonna cook mommy's food here in 1 minute. Go. Got all the lights on. What do you mean it's too dark? Nothing.
Do I have a way to this off turn?
So, I'm not usually one for political movements, but Urza
think-
is an issue.
I think I'm just gonna sit on this, honestly. Yeah. Unfortunately, AG, I've kind of made myself a threat.
Is Ghidorah stuck on errands from dropping? You needed to get food and find your glasses. All good. I'm a glasses wearer myself. What kind of food did you end up getting? So he's got 5
All right.
blue, and then 3 any color with the lands. It's a lot of mana to leave untapped.
So those Karnstrucks are 8/8s.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
I am 100% target player. I cannot lie.
All right. I'm gonna play a Field of Ruin for turn. I will make a green mana off my Lotus Cobra. Then I'm gonna just tap red, black, green. Costs 1 less thanks to my good old Honest Rutstein, and I'm gonna bring out my commander finally.
Mhm.
Coram the Undertaker. No ETB triggers. But I think I have the answer for this. What is the greatest power among creatures in y'all's graveyards?
3.
1.
3 as well.
All right, I figured mine would be the highest. So his power is equal to the greatest power power among creatures in graveyards.
11.
Mine is an 11. 11 off Titanith Rex. So, cool. And, shoot, I miscounted. Oh well. I have 1 floating, and then I have 1, 2, 3, so I have 4. I don't know how I thought I was gonna have 5 mana left over. Well, sucks to suck. I'll use that floating mana, and I'll tap 2 more, and I'm gonna get out a Commander Sphere. And I don't want to swing into this nonsense, right? None of my stuff got goated, to my knowledge.
Correct.
Yep.
Actually, we're all kind of hurting. Azo,
Yeah.
you
can swing. Yeah.
swing something small just for card draw?
What is he, a 2/1?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take 2.
Okay, unless you have like something that we can chump block, but
Nope, I'll just take 2.
okay. So I'll swing my Los
Yeah.
Cobra at you.
Bronze.
Was it lose a life, draw a card?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's acceptable. All right, cool. I will then tap 2 because it's reduced thanks to Honest Rutstein. I'll get out a Tato Farmer, which not to derail, but I just this last weekend I read the flavor text and it's kind of funny. Try one; they're disgusting. It's a great advertisement for potatoes. But other than that, I'm tapped out, so I will pass.
All right, I will untap, upkeep, Sylvan Library triggers, draw 2 additional cards. Okay. Beginning of my end step. If a creature died this turn, populate. So that doesn't even just count my creatures dying. Correct?
Correct.
Sounds
If a
about
creature died this turn.
All right. When Muster the Departed enters, the Tessin champion will get another +1 counter.
And Ribs gains 3
Alright.
more life.
Yep.
And then Johan, one of your Urza constructs is up, correct, Rye?
Correct. I did leave 1 untapped.
Johan, I'm gonna call in that favor. Like I took the hit from you. Can I attack you for 2 this turn as well to draw the card?
How could you?
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
Okay, lose a life, draw a card.
Also, the Morska goes up because I drew 3 cards. So now Morska's an 8.
And then that's all I can do. I'm gonna pass.
Oh, I didn't draw a card in his life. Next. Boom. And I will tap. Upkeep. Got nothing. Turn. Card.
What?
See here. I'm going to go to combat.
Yep.
We will send the Singermancer over at Curator.
Yep.
And we will send Tectonic Giant over at you, Azo. 3/4 on attack trigger. I think I'm just gonna have everybody take 3.
24.
I'll go to
And-
23.
Then Singerman or my whenever you attack player, sure that control and goad it. So I guess I can also go 2 things because I'm attacking 2 different players. I haven't played this. Seem right to you guys?
It has to be from you. You have to goad a creature from each player you attacked.
Yeah. So I will goad the champion, tap and goad the champion for Azo. We'll tap and goad. Yeah, I guess the commander.
Yeah, the commander is getting huge.
Yep. Then post that. Did you want to block as?
I just have the 1/1. Oh, and I will block. So at the end, my end step, I populated. So I actually had a second spirit. So I'll just block with my spirit.
Makes sense. I will play a swamp, and let's play a 3. Boom, boom. For a Vampire Nighthawk.
Oh, that's a death touch blocker.
Death touch life. Should help me keep the guard up a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna try. I will pay 3. I'm going to attempt to Toxic Deluge for 2.
No.
Toxic Deluge for 2.
I'm tapped out. You guys keep going. I'm just going to try and run this little one upstairs and see if he'll lay down in his bed. I have no responses. I've got no mana.
That's disappointing.
I agree. Goodbye, Lotus Cobra.
Yep. So 3 creatures dying, and then Azo's 1/1 will die, I believe.
I think it's just the spirit.
So it's 4, so I'm gonna gain 12 off.
The Adrix and Nev did need to go though.
Yep. Up to 67. Yeah, life. Then I will pass. I got 7 in hand. Boom.
Only 1.
Yeah. Saddest smallest violin.
Card for turn. Play Island. We'll go 1, 2, 3. I'm going to play an Inspiring Statuary, so all of my non-artifact spells have Improvise.
Yeah. Was it Inspiring?
I guess I'll draw off of Idle. Oh. This is wild. Do I have enough colored sources for all this is the question? Because I think colored mana is what's going to wind up being a problem. I can do a lot of really crazy things. Yeah, let's do it. 1, 2. Junkwinder.
Junkwinder.
I'm gonna have to spend all my colored mana to do this, but that's okay.
I think I...
Oh, do you have something?
No, it's fine.
Well, then I have 3. I have an Academy Manufacturer. Anything here?
No, you're good.
And the final piece of the puzzle. I'm tapping 3 clues to improvise for an Ethereal Investigator. So I'm going to investigate 3 times, which means that 3 clues, 3 foods, and 3 treasures will be created.
Yeah, I think I responded this one.
Okay, yeah.
That's okay. Before that comes in, I will pay 3 to attempt to murder the man.
Yep.
Nice.
Still's gonna hurt this time.
Yep.
But-
So I do still get 3 clues.
Yep.
And then with those 3 clues, I'm a tap.
Yeah, that improvise would be insane. Gosh.
So with those 3 clues, I'm going to tap down the Nighthawk,
Mm-hmm.
Johann's Commander, and non-land permanent, huh? Morska should also be up 2 more from drawing an extra card this turn.
Yep.
Sorry, deciding on my last target.
No.
The Tectonic Giant. So that won't untap during. So the
Yep.
Nighthawk, the Tectonic Giant, and the and Johann's Commander will not untap during your next turn.
Got it.
And the Morska's goaded.
Thankfully. I'm gonna gain the 3 off the kind of effects you're dying to.
Yep. And Azo should not have a blocker right now because the Toxic Deluge killed the spirit.
I think so. Does he have anything else to play?
I don't believe so. So I'm gonna pop Azo for 12 because I have to. And then Ribs, I'm gonna attack you for 26.
Yeah, that's very reasonable.
2 13-13s.
That is
Wow.
the proper move, I think. What's the proper move for me? I think I'll just take it. No block.
And I also, Azo will draw a card and lose a life, as will I.
I'll go to 44.
Island
Actually,
was
43.
played. Island was played this turn. I do have a 5/6 and a 2/3 flyer to block with, but other than that, I am full shields down.
Gosh. That was quite the turn. That would have been insane. See your colored mana problem.
Yeah, that's actually one of the reasons why the Urza was why the Urza
Yeah,
dying
yeah,
was
yeah.
hurt so much. And you were absolutely right to kill the Academy Manufacturer because
Taps down everything. That gives you like 2 free turns to hit.
it was gonna tap down everything. Yeah,
And the your constructs would be like what, 20 something?
the constructs would have been 20/20s. Yeah,
Insane. That's so cool.
isn't this that cool?
Yeah, it's so cool. I love that commander, and I think I feel like they did the precon a little dirty. I think it could have been way better. Like, I never played it or played against it, but the list just didn't seem that good to me.
All right, so this is going to be a little bonkers. I'm going to tap 5, and I'm going to cast Traverse the Outlands. So I'll search my library for X basic land cards, where X is the greatest power among creatures I control.
Oh no, not with the Lotus Cobra gone!
Yeah, I mean, I only have like 3 cards in hand, so I wouldn't have been able to do that much, but
Traverse the Outlands for 11 is pretty sick.
If you want,
I can get up to 22 rad counters if I want.
Oh,
my Shadow Farmer. Which at this point,
do you want to give yourself 22 rad counters?
Part of me is like full send, but I might just take like half. So I'm gonna grab 11 basics. Sadly, they come in tapped. I don't have my Spelunking out, but I will grab 6 forests, 3 swamps, and a mountain.
I think Azo's on 16 commander for Morska now.
A lot. You can also still hit Azo, I guess, if you wanted to draw a card off my commander. Joe.
Oh yeah, that was my lovely farmer can do some damage.
Mm.
So Azure, he has been gaining a ton of life off Sangromancer since the beginning of the game.
Yeah. Stuff just dies about that.
Let me count real quick. I think this is 11 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Kind of hurt.
13. Somehow I miscounted. Whoops. I'll take 2 less forests. Alright, so these all come in tapped, and then I have to decide how full Monty I want to go with these rad counters.
Yeah. 5 sounds pretty solid. Or I guess.
Well, it has to be an even number because it's
Yeah,
2
yeah.
per. So I'm gonna take 10 radiation. Screw it.
Nice.
We'll live a little bit. Let me get my radiation, my Geiger counter out. There we go. And then let's see, I got 2 mana left, surprisingly, despite all the lands that came in. I technically haven't played my land for turn.
I have that from. I'm used to seeing that from Mothman. There is an unbelievable amount of Mothman at our LGS.
Yeah, we got, Azo and I in our no play group, we got a guy that souped up his Mothman deck, and it's pretty strong, but it's a cool deck. So I think let's see, actually, yeah, let me swing my Humble Farmer at Azo for 1, so then I will lose a life, draw a card,
Same.
because I'm not going to do enough of that here soon. Yeah, and then I will pass. Yeah, so I guess just to kill some time while we wait for Azo, this deck, I've been brewing it for quite some time, almost not right when Modern Horizon 3 came out, but I kind of wanted to challenge myself to build something that didn't have blue or white in it, because at current, besides this deck, none of my decks are without either blue or white, and about half of them have both in it, more or less. So I kind of want to challenge myself to build something that was, completely separate from kind of my 2 handicap / favorite colors. And I don't know, this guy's cool, and it plays so different. I went for I've seen a lot of different builds. Some people it's super mill heavy for the table, which I'm not a big fan of. I don't like playing against heavy mill, so I'm not one to then play that myself, because I don't think that's kind of fun. So it's supposed to be more of a self-milled deck, hence the radiation and other things. But it's been interesting. I've only got this is my third game with it. This is the worst of the three, or the slowest. But I kept a hand I probably shouldn't have. But it's definitely a cool commander. As much as I crap on the fact that they printed commander cards in Modern Horizon 3, it is a cool design in my opinion.
Yeah, I really want to see a trigger.
Yeah, it'd be nice if it didn't get tapped. But he doesn't have to swing for me to be able to cast stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing I did realize this weekend, which I guess when I was brewing him I didn't notice, is that I could only play one creature because it says a card.
Yeah.
So, or it doesn't have to be creature, but it's only one. So that's a bit of a bummer. But
you may play a land and cast a spell, so you can do one of each, but can't do multiple.
Yeah, because the deck's designed to have turns where I might put 6 to 10 cards easily, not even including this crazy radiation thing in there. So then it can be. I've run into this problem because I don't run much recursion because I was like, well, I can just cast it with him, and then I ran into problems where it's like I have all this gas in here and I have to pick one, and it's only this turn. So then if I don't cast it this turn, I don't have access to it anymore. So, but I think it's because of that though. It is balanced. If you could cast any number, it'd be pretty broken.
So this deck came about because ever since Modern Horizons 2, I have had a fascination with artifact tokens. And I've seen a lot of Morska lists that were like really heavily clue focused, and I wanted to do something a little bit different. Because a lot of the Morska decks that I've seen like to just use the clues to just turn them into cards to be able to trigger Morska off turn and kind of like commander damage people out of the game. I went in a completely different direction, as you can see.
Yeah, it's cool. So do you run Rise and Shine in there? Because I was going to say that seems like an auto include, but
that's the one from MH2 that turns all your artifact creatures into 4/4s for a turn.
Yes.
I have
and
effects.
It has overload, so you can make all of them. Sorry.
I have effects like that in here. I'm not playing Rise and Shine, but I'm playing cards like it. I do want to. While we're waiting, let me to give you an idea of how tight this deck list. Let me show you some of the cards that got cut, like that did not make the deck, like Mechanized Production. This was in the pre-con because it's actually pretty easy to make enough clues. Like if I could cast this right now, I would win the game on my upkeep. But I found that it's just too gimmicky. Wojak Investigator, as good as this card is, it didn't make the cut because I always have like a million cards in hand. I also cut Whir of Invention and Tezzeret because I'm actually finding that this deck doesn't want that many artifacts. It has some really important ones, like Inspiring Statuary is important. It's got a couple of other like crazy important ones as well, but not enough to justify playing cards like these. Benny Brack's Zoologist got the cut.
Oh wow!
Oh, wow.
Like, maybe it's a little win more.
And another one that you're gonna think is crazy. This deck, believe it or not, is actually not playing Farewell. It's playing other Wraths because I've been finding that this card actually hurts me more than it hurts other people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe that. Like,
and
if
I'm back.
deluge the whole board, you'd still be in the lead because of your clues, right?
Yeah, so it's important that the Wraths in here be like both flexible and ones that I can recover from more easily. But it's just because this deck makes such a massive board presence that like those kinds of cards are just they're not that good in here.
Alright, I am back. Sorry about that. Tribs was deluging. And we're past that, so deluge for 2.
Yep,
Yeah.
I did.
And then Azo, you took 12 more commander,
Jeez.
and then you drew a card and lost a life from Karazikar, so you should be at 10.
Did he?
Or
Don't
oh wait, no,
forget.
he didn't.
My humble farmer also came in and swung for 1 with his hoe.
Oh, that would put you at 9. That'd put you at 9.
What's he?
Yeah, well,
Down to
I
12.
I just took the 12 from Morska, so why am I at 9?
Oh, it was 1, not 2. Okay, yeah, you're at 10.
Well, then I'm
Take one
taking.
more.
So I'd be at 11.
Yeah. I think that's it.
And then now it's my turn.
Well, you should be at 10 because you need to draw a card from Karazikar.
He didn't attack.
Whenever an opponent attacks another one of your opponent. Oh, right.
Yeah.
It's the attack.
Right. I know how to read cards. I swear.
Alright. So now it's my turn. We're good?
I believe it.
Okay.
Yep.
Untap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sylvan Library. Draw 4. Probably not keeping.
Keep them all.
No.
Doesn't want to go to 3.
Um.
Now the Tectonic Giant's locked down.
I'll keep this
True.
one. Mill these 2. Yeah. So the Nyx Weaver triggers. I'm gonna mill Aura Shards and Herald of the Pantheon.
Oh, good.
Land per turn will be
Aura Shards.
Beseiju, who endures.
Binding of the Old Gods trigger also.
Yeah, you have a Binding of the Old God Saga trigger.
Oh yes. Search my library for a forest and put it onto the battlefield tapped. Yes. If I even have one left. Land. Basic forest,
Yeah.
maybe? I actually don't think I have any more land type
Like that.
forests. Interesting. Yep, I'm seeing a lot of land, swamp, island, or plains, land. Okay, no forests in the deck. We'll just use that
Oh,
as an
no!
opportunity to shuffle.
Oh no!
A lot of just land types, so or just land, not any with basic land types. So that might be an issue to address.
Yeah, I might need some surveils in there.
Shuffle, cut. Okay. I mean, it really hurts to use my entire turn to do this, but Inspiring Statuary says you can
Non-artifacts have improvise. Like, my non-artifact spells have improvise.
Still draw a card if you want to swing with your goaded boy.
Yes, non-artifact spells have improvise. Do you have anything that can produce blue mana, Rye?
I am full shields down.
Alright, then I think I just have to do this, even though it's like quite literally my entire turn. Well, I'll go to combat with my goated creature. Coram is really big. Rye, I'm just gonna...
Coram is tapped. I'm tapped out if you need to swing.
What's this
unfortunately.
creature with the 10 on it?
That's my radiation. That's my Geiger counter.
Oh,
I gave
gosh.
myself. So what is it? Some from the Outlands. I traversed the Outlands for 11, and then chose to give myself 10 rads
Gotcha.
off of it.
Alright, yeah, just to... I think I'm still gonna swing at Rye. I'm gonna swing at you for 5. And then I'll lose a life. And
Yep.
draw a card.
Draw.
Okay.
What's the toughness on the Test Champion 7?
It is 7, yes.
What do you have? I think I need to preserve my life total at this point, so the Ethereal Investigator is going to block.
Okay.
Like, obviously I could block with the Junk Winder, but then I just lose to any trick.
So you're just blocking.
I'm just blocking with Ethereal Investigator. I don't want to risk the Junk Winder right now.
Okay.
And then it's dying.
Second main phase.
I'm like 3 off it dying.
Might be a board wipe coming.
Yeah, I'm going to play Cacophony Unleashed. I'll destroy all non-enchantment creatures.
Oof.
Yeah, that will
I have nothing.
get them.
So Cetessan Champion will get a counter because it will see that enter, and I'll draw another card. And then the Cetessan Champion will die. The Nyx Weaver will live because it is an enchantment.
I think probably the roughest part of that is losing the constructs.
Cacophony Unleashed also has another ability that says whenever Cacophony Unleashed or another enchantment enters the battlefield under my control until the end of turn, it becomes a 6/6 legendary nightmare god with menace and death touch that is still an enchantment. So technically it's a creature right now. I've already been to combat. That was my second main phase, and I will pass to Tribs. And Cacophony Unleashed will return to being not. Muster the Departed will trigger, but I have no tokens. So 2, 4, 6. I need to discard 1 card. I will discard Sphere of Safety.
I'm feeling rusty. Do I gain life off of the Synchromancer? See all the
Yes,
deaths?
it does.
Yes, it does.
So you had 1 from me.
4.
I had 2 things die.
That's right. Okay. Back up. Synchromancer's very balanced. Untap. Keep. Good start. One, 2. 4, 5, 6, 7. Karazikar, the Merciless.
Wait, is that? Oh my God, is that Karavek the Merciless?
Oh yeah, Karavik, sorry.
Oh Christ!
When an opponent casts a spell, Karavik the Merciless deals damage equal to that spell's mana value to any target.
That's not good.
Lord.
I'll play a Swamp for turn and pass.
Haven't seen a Karavek the Merciless in a long time.
That
I'll
is
just discard a card. I will just discard Coram Refuge.
okay. So I have a lot of mana. Just the Construct's dying. The Construct's dying really put the brakes on me. Guard for turn. Forest. First of all, I cannot function with that Karavek on the table. So get it out of here.
So is it more life what Tribs needed?
Yep,
Well, I take 1. I take 1 from casting swords.
Yeah, I'll shoot at you. Gain 5.
Okay. Now, what is going to be the best way to go about this? I might be in the kitchen for a bit. I've got to do a lot of math. So that's...
He's going into the kitchen, so let's see. Let's speculate on what Rye's got. So he doesn't have his commander. He's tapped 1 for Swords to Plowshares. He's obviously got 6 untapped, and he's got 3 tapped. Okay, now we're untapping the lands. Oh, do we have a plan?
I'm just trying to do some math to figure out what the best way to go about this is going to be. Because this is going to be a pretty crazy turn if I have the mana to do this. Does this work? I think it does. This is gonna be really crazy. I'm gonna get blown out if I'm gonna get blown out if there's another board wipe, but I don't care because this is just really cool. So I have 8 artifacts. So I'm gonna play this Brood Star. When's the last time you've seen a Brood Star played in Commander?
Huh?
Never. But I think I might respond.
I've never even heard of that card.
Oh, gonna respond to the Brood Star?
Yeah, geez.
Yeah.
That's a cool card, though.
It is a very cool card.
Attempt to Rakdos Charm your Inspiring Statuary. Try target artifact.
Oof. That might have actually just stopped my whole turn.
I was hoping. I wanted to save this for damage, but it's
yikes.
over there.
That just stopped my whole turn. Yep.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure that stopped my whole turn.
I honestly did not think it was going to resolve.
Yeah, that kind of stopped my whole turn. This is going to be nowhere close to as explosive as I wanted it to be.
That is a very cool card, though. Brood Star.
Yeah. Cool.
Like, what even is that? Look at that in the artwork.
I think it's a fish.
It's
I
like
think
a
it's a
giant, like...
It's a blue. It's one of a few blue beasts. I think it's a 10/10 right now.
I think you'd see it in like Elden Ring or something.
Yeah, it's a 10. It's a 10/10. I have 10 artifacts. Well, losing that hurt a lot. So now I have to figure out. I gotta backpedal and figure out how I want to go about this now. So we'll go. Yeah, now I can't tap those for mana anymore. This is so annoying. Why do you have to do that?
Just look at your board. Hey, you touch my stuff, I touch your stuff. You know?
I'm just here. I'm about to get punished hard, so...
Toes of the Terrible, welcome into the stream. How's it going?
So we'll go 3 mana. I'm gonna cast Armed with Proof. So I investigate twice, and now all my clues are equipment.
Oh.
I'm gonna draw a card because I created a token.
That's a cool card.
It's actually pretty well costed. 3.
Then I'm gonna spend 2 mana on a Talisman of Progress. So now the Brood Star is a 13. And that is what I have.
Alright,
Blowing up the Inspiring Statuary stopped my turn.
in your end step, I'm gonna tap my Commander Sphere for black. I'm just gonna channel this Baron Moor, and then I will also sack my Commander Sphere, so I will draw 2 cards.
Yep.
Copy.
You don't need to see them?
Taking 10 off the Brood Star cast would have been crazy.
Alright.
That's why that is actually why the Karavik needed to die, because I didn't want to take 10 off of Plague Brute Star.
Could have just killed Azo.
Draw. And then now this is where the nutty begins. I'm gonna mill 10 cards. And,
I think the last time I saw this card played was in Mirrodin Standard.
So, Johan, you'll take 1 damage for each non-land card milled?
Yep.
Okay.
That's a lot of non-far.
Yeah, that's...
Spelunking.
10. Alright, only 2 are lands, so I'm gonna take 8 damage.
Okay.
And I lose all but 2 of my rads. So, notably, Anger did go into the bin, so my creatures have haste now. But otherwise, yeah, the Spelunking, which you saw, Soul Ring, Beast Within, but otherwise not nothing too nutty, to be honest.
If you get your commander out, though, you can...
I can bring something back.
Cool.
Yeah, so, okay, so Savage Lands and Forest, so I did have 2 lands going there. Cool. Alright, let me see. 1, 2... Alright, I have 17 mana at current to work with.
You have so many bases over.
I purposely built this deck as like 2/3 or more basic lands. I think, yeah, I'm gonna just get out...
Yeah, might as well see what we got as well to play.
Yeah, well, it would have had to enter this turn into your graveyard for me to be able to play it.
Yeah, but when you attack, we all mill one.
True. So I'm gonna tap 6, get Coram back out again. I believe 11 power is probably still the strongest.
11,
so.
yeah. 11, yeah, and it's not coming at me. I have a 13/13.
I'm going to tap another 2. I'm going to Grizzly Salvage. So I'm going to reveal the top 5 cards of my library. I may put a creature or land from among them into hand. Put the rest into my graveyard. So, reveal top 5. The Violent Tumor, a Tranquil Thicket, an Overgrown Tomb, Underground Mortuary, and a Spring Bloom Druid.
That is a lot of lands.
Yeah, I'm
That's
hitting all
really
the
hard.
pockets. 1, 2,
And you
8
just
mana
thinned
left.
You just thinned 11 lands out of your deck too.
Yeah. I'm kind of surprised, to be honest. So I have got 11. 1, 2, 3, 4. 9 mana left. I still can play land for turn. I need at least 6 of that. I'm going to take the Violent Tumor. So these guys will go into the bin. I think I will then play just this basic forest
You want to take a
for
peek at what we
turn
got?
off of Coram. Well, none of your stuff has entered the graveyard this turn.
You got haste, though, from Anger. So
Yeah,
you
but I have to
trigger.
swing him, and I don't know if I want to do that right
just
now.
gonna play it safe. That makes
10. I have just enough. I'm gonna tap 2 black and 2 more, and I'm gonna play the Violent Tumor. and I'm gonna put a Lord of Extinction into the graveyard. So now
God, that's just
we,
death.
we all have to count how many cards we have in each graveyard because.
9.
All right, 1 second. Let me find him so I can throw him in there.
I also have 9.
10.
Yeah, that is death.
There he is. Okay.
Yeah, that is death for one player.
I'd like to see him try.
All right, so I heard 2 9s and a 10. So
Yeah.
that's 29 plus my graveyard. Wow, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
28. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, where's the fling?
So 25 plus 28, so that's 53 power.
Jeez. Coram and Lord of Extinction.
Who's my friend? Who's my friend today?
I've been drawing so many cards.
Well, Raiku's got a blocker, and I do not have trample at present, unfortunately.
I also have a blocker, so...
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, is Ribs getting deleted?
Hey, Tribs, buddy.
What's up? What's up?
Dang.
I think I'm gonna go to combat.
He's gonna get
That's
deleted.
cool with me. That's cool with me.
And, you got a big shovel coming your way.
It's actually about to be bigger. You got an attack trigger.
Yes, so we all now mill a card.
You got a land.
Oh, I got Brawn! Perfect! So I have trample now.
Opposite of Life's Bounty.
You milled my 500-year diary.
That's a big diary.
Okay.
This is one of the craziest cards in the deck.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen it before.
Oh, I'm not really familiar with the Who cards.
It taps for an amount. It's basically Tolarian Academy for clues.
Okay. So if there's no responses, I'm sorry, Tribs.
I think I do have to respond.
Whoa.
Okay.
So I will pay 1, and I will defile your commander. I have 5 swamps here.
Target creature gets -1/-1 for each swamp you control. Wow.
The new secret lair.
Yep, and then you take 40 or 53 commander.
No, it's just its attack getting buffed, right?
Yep, it's only his power.
Yeah, it's only his power, so his toughness is 5.
Oh, that just kills him. Yeah.
Unless.
Well, shoot.
Wow.
It is what it is. I guess. Let me see. Instants and sorceries that got
like
put
a heroic
in.
intervention or something, yeah.
Um,
And I have 5 swamps. Like I almost didn't play a swamp last turn.
I guess. No, actually, no. I need my mana.
Yeah, look at
Yeah. So, yeah, I love the Secret Lair. I want to build a deck that has both Xanathar and Karazikar,
Yeah.
or Karazikar, but I don't know who would bode well with them. All right, yeah. The shovel deflects into Coram
Oh my gosh.
as he's killed by his own shovel. So, well,
That was terrifying.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I am going to tap out. And I'm going to cast probably my favorite card from Blue Burrow. I think it's so cool. I'm going to cast Lumra, Bellow of the Woods.
That card is so cool.
I love it so much. So when he enters, I mill 4 cards. Forest, Player of Malice, Skull Prophet, and Keswick Wolf Run.
Oh no.
And then I return all
your
lands
lands
from my graveyard to the battlefield tapped.
That's
So
crazy.
Underground Mortuary, Overgrown Tomb, Tranquil Thicket, Savage Lands, Barren Moor.
Yeah, I need to get this for Mimeoplasm.
Yeah. That's
All
really
right,
good.
so those will all come onto my battlefield tapped. I have one. The underground mortuary. When that enters, I will surveil one. I don't really need this. It's another land. I'm up at the stomping ground, so this will go in the bin. Then I'm tapped out, so I will just pass. I'll count lands and put down what his is, and yeah, that's my turn.
Right.
Yeah, he's a
Untap.
big boy too.
That was a wild turn.
That was a crazy
There's been
turn.
I've loved this game. There have been so many just wild turns.
I don't love either of these, so I'm going to put this into my hand.
Do you mill before Sylvan, or
I control the triggers, so I choose.
is Sylvan?
24-24.
Is it your upkeep?
Oh yeah, untap, upkeep, draw. So, oh, you're totally right. Actually, Tribs, I would.
If you want to bin those, better.
Well, the problem is that I looked at 3 cards. I'm pretty sure they were on top like this. I mean, if you guys want me to, I can mill.
Well, you're gonna.
But I've looked at them anyway. So it'd be mill. It'd be Fabled Passage in Revitalizing. Revitalizing
card.
Repast. Yeah, it's another one of those MDFCs.
It's actually so good.
Sylvan. And probably just take this and then put these 2 on top. Play
Binding of
Plains.
the Old Gods, Death Touch, and
Binding the
Thunder.
Old, yeah, Death Touch and Lifelink, or no, Death Touch until end of turn. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have another just kind of slow turn here. I think, I'll just tap 3 and play Buried Alive and go put 3 creatures into my graveyard. Does that resolve, Mr. Blue?
That's fine.
Okay. Well, if you let Lord of Extinction go into his graveyard, do I have, like, I'm thinking, do I have a way to, like, gain life? Oh, that's not a creature. That's...
What's that other creature you have, John?
This is the Violent Tumor. It's basically a 2/2 Death Touch that's Entomb on a stick.
Yeah, that card's very good.
Vile.
Yeah, Violent Tumor is quite good. I play it in a lot of my graveyard focused decks.
Yeah. It's a lot cheaper than Entomb, too. I think it's like $3, $4 maybe, at most.
No, I think Violent Tumor is a lot cheaper than that. It's an uncommon.
It is? That's what I say. It wasn't expensive compared to, I think Entomb's like, what, $8 minimum? If not more.
Okay, I'm gonna
Might
go
be
ahead
more
and
like
move
10, 12.
Agent of Erebos, Arasta, the Endless Web, and then my last creature will be, just had it, it's gonna be, I think, the Doomwake Giant, wherever that went.
Well,
Actually, I'm gonna switch, or no, I feel like I need blockers at this point. Where did he go? Doomwake Giant. Shuffle. Cut like that. Alright, and then I think I will just bring out my commander. I will tap for 5 and finally cast Anikthea. Anikthea will enter, and I will bring back Spear of Safety as a 3/3 creature.
okay, so now I have to pay 6 to attack Azo.
Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When Anikthea entered, Cacophony Unleashed becomes a 6/6 Nightmare God creature with Menace and Death Touch.
I cannot block that.
Double Death Touch.
I am going to swing double death touch.
I guess that's
That's like a double negative, right? They cancel out.
I think yes. That makes sense.
I don't really know where to go with this one. I feel like Johan just had a big turn, but Rye's always cooking up, so... Crom's gonna have haste. So, hey, Johan, is Crom gonna come at me next turn?
He doesn't have to.
Okay.
His shovel wants revenge.
Alright, then if that's the case, I will swing the 6/6 Menace Death Touch at Rye.
Yep, I kind of saw that coming.
And then after that, I will be done. Pass to Tribs.
I've been on this channel enough to know that Azo is aware of the goofy nonsense that like just the goofy nonsense in general.
Let's play a mountain for turn. And then... I'm probably so dead to that Coram.
He doesn't have to come at you. I was also just saying that for the memes. But he could.
Definitely could. Leave me Quattro, the man. Okay, I am going to pay 2, and I am going to Scorching Shot, deal 5 damage to target creature, the Vile Entomber.
Copy.
And then I will pay
Oh, Thea.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Sneak
6,
attack
7.
As in the card sneak attack, or
I'm gonna play a Dusk Mangler. Additional cost, I'm gonna pay 4 life. And then when the Dusk Mangler enters the battlefield, each opponent sacrifices a creature, discards a card, and loses 4 life.
no,
Tribs, come on, man.
no, my bear.
I'll sacrifice.
Gross!
I'll sacrifice
My
the
bear.
Mistweaver, and I will discard Defense of the Heart.
I'm gonna discard Follow the Bodies. I need to take this card out. It doesn't do what I want it to do in this deck.
It's also 5/4. Irrelevant.
Okay. It's a really strong card, but it would not work well on stream. I'm gonna discard Grimoire of the Dead, and Limerick goes bye-bye. Goodbye, bear.
Goodbye, bear.
Man!
Okay, I pass.
Okay. Well, I gotta do math again.
More math for Rye.
You've been doing this whole time?
Oh, I'm in the kitchen again. I just have to figure out what the most efficient way of going about this turn is. That doesn't change things. So let's... Oh, this is not gonna be as sweet as I wanted it to be, but this is gonna be a turn. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna play Jaheira, Friend of the Forest.
I love the Jaheira.
Yeah.
So that means all my tokens tap for mana.
We have Urza at home.
We're gonna go 4. Yeah, that works. I'm gonna cast Mondrak.
Oh my gosh.
And this is where it's going to get funny. The crazy thing is that Tribs is actually going to enable me to basically win the game with the Dusk Mangler.
Oh.
We're going to go
Cloven or something?
14. Doppelgang X is 4.
Doppelgang says.
Oh, you're gonna just copy this.
I'm gonna I'm gonna target. I'm gonna target Duskmangler. I'm going to target. I need an untapped blue source also. So I'm gonna target. Duskmangler. I'm going to target Armed with Proof. I'm going to target Savannah, and I'm going to target Island.
Confirmed.
Yep.
So if I path the
Duskmangler.
Duskmangler, does, even though the Doppelgang is targeting it, that you will not make those token copies?
Yeah.
I will copy everything else that got targeted.
So path or we lose. So Tribs, go find a land.
Yeah. Good game, Mountain.
So I have. Okay, so I have 8 savannas. I have 8 islands.
Jeez.
Doppelgang's so crazy.
Yeah, I know.
That's what I was waiting for. It was like the opportunity to cast that to do something silly. Because what I wanted to do was Doppelgang the Broodstar. So then I get 8 more copies of Armed with Proof, which means I get 32 clues.
Yes.
Jeez. Untapped clues?
Yes.
You got enough evidence over there? Solve the case? Come on, Sherlock.
And then, yep. So now I have like a bunch of untapped mana. Honestly, at this point, I think I start just cracking clues for cards.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna tap. So I'm gonna tap 2 clues, and sack a tapped clue, because you can do that for a card. So I need to lose 2 untapped ones and gain 1 tapped one to draw a card. So yeah, I'm just gonna start cracking clues.
Now you equip all of them onto the hero.
Yeah, imagine if the Academy manufacturer was still here.
Oh my gosh.
Crack another one.
You were cooking, in fact, I will say.
Then I'm gonna tap 4 of my savannas to cast a 1,000 Moon Smithy. So the Karnstructs are back now.
Yep.
And I think that's all I'll do for now, because everything is summon sick. So my board, I have 4 savannas, 8 islands, 24 clues, and these 24 untapped clues, 13 tapped clues, these Karnstructs that are giant. 4, 5. What is they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're 44s.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
So I'm just gonna chip on this.
Alright, I will untap.
I don't have haste.
Not a red gamer.
Draw, and then I mill 2 because I still have 2 radiation. It's a land, and an Assassin's Trophy. So I'll lose one radiation, and then these go in the bin. So, Raikou, cards in hand.
5.
Blue mana open.
I have 8 blue mana untapped.
Okay.
Remember, I made 8 token copies of Island.
Yes, that's right. I'm going to tap for 3. And I'm going to get out a Rhythm of the Wild.
Not
Creature
much
spells can't be countered.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't like that, but that's fine.
Okay. And then non-token creatures have Riot. But
Non-token
it's
creatures
mostly
have Riot.
the protection part for right now. So they either enter with haste or a 1/1 counter.
Correct.
Think I will pay 8 mana. 2, 4, 6. Should it? One out and open. So 1, 2, 6, 7, 8. I think let me just double check because it was 1, 2. Yeah. Alright, tap 8. I'm gonna get Coram back out. And I'll give him a 1/1 counter, since he already has haste and trip.
Yep.
I'm then going to tap for 4. I'll just use forest here. I'll save 1 forest up. Tap 3 forests in the swamp. And I'm going to cast a World Shaper.
Oh.
I will also give it a 1/1 counter. When it attacks, I may put the top 3 cards of my library into my graveyard.
The crazy thing is I'm not even dead on board, dear Commander.
Well, we got to recalc his power. But it's probably not more than 88. So
He does.
he does.
Yeah.
Oh, he does. Oh, because of.
So real quick, if everybody can count their graveyards.
I got 12, my friend.
13.
So 25.
19.
So that's 43 plus my bin. 1, 2.
And then +4 when you attack.
29. So 29 plus 43 is 72.
72. Yeah, I'm still not dead.
And then it'd be 76 on attack.
Yeah, I'm still not dead.
How big are the constructs?
44.
And you have 2.
So yeah, his power is 73 right now.
Yeah, I have 2 44/44s.
Mm-hmm. Dang.
This game is wild.
Well, I've not played a land for turn yet. I'm going to play a commercial district. Enters tapped, and I surveil 1. It is a Harrow. That will go
Omega.
in the bin.
Omega, I have 2 of them. I can double block.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so 73 Crom versus the 88 total toughness.
88 toughness.
Constructs.
Like, one of them will die.
How many? And those
88.
How many
So
creatures do you have untapped, right?
I need
Put those 4.
I have these 4 creatures untapped, yeah.
15. So I need 27 more power. And that's just actually no way more than that because you have other blockers besides them if need be.
Yeah, I have 7 extra toughness of blockers.
Okay, so 88, 7, so that's 95 damage. So that means I need 22 just to wipe your board. Okay.
Playing.
Oh, hold on. This card got milled this turn. I have an Assassin's Trophy. I think I'm going to cast that. So I'm going to tap for 2. and I'm going to cast Assassin's Trophy, and I'll target one of your constructs.
Yeah.
You get a basic land.
And that's untapped.
Untapped.
Right?
Untapped. And then that's one more card in my bin. Actually, never mind. It was already in my bin, so it stays there.
Wait, is that just enough damage now with one construct gone?
I think so, because that's 40. It was 44 plus 9 now, so that's 54. Or sorry, 53. If he full blocks everything, yeah. So I got lethal with Coram on Raikou. Think with that I will just go to combat. I will swing Coram for 74 with trample at Raikou, and then I will swing World Shaper at Tribs. He's a 4/4 on attack. We each mill one card.
Right.
Mine's a Malakir Rebirth.
You have a Maya
That
Post.
sounds great.
That sucks. I can't cast that. And then World Shaper says I may put the top 3 cards of my graveyard into my library. So I'm going to do that. It's a Pillage the Bog, Crop Rotation, and a Rogue's Passage.
Well,
So I had 4 more cards enter mine, plus 3 from each of you, so that's another 7. So his powers should now be 80, plus his counters, so 81.
well, you got this out of me. I've been holding this since the beginning of the game.
Oh no.
I'm going to tap 6 clues in an island, and I'm going to send everything back.
No.
What card, Rye? Sorry.
Rift.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is a
I've been
token, so this is exile.
I've been trying to hold on to that like as long as I could, and that forced it out.
Cool. Well. All right. Second main. 1, 2. Actually. Oh, never mind. It wouldn't matter. That was combat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 mana left.
How do you still have 7 mana?
He got a lot of land out.
Dude, I have so many lands.
Because of the bear, I forgot.
Because the bear and off the radiation, and then I also got 11 lands off Traverse the Outlands. So, why I run so many basics? Because I can have cards like that in here. Pretty nutty.
Yeah, I pointed out that also bounces Cacophony Unleashed, which is a board wipe.
Yeah, I know. That's why I didn't want to like overload, but there were also other issues on Johan's board.
It's just I need to spend my entire turn doing. I just do one thing.
I'm gonna tap 3. I'm gonna get back out Rhythm of the Wild, and then I'm gonna just get out my Commander. So I have a beefy blocker.
Yeah, and you're aware that I'm probably just gonna play Cacophony Unleashed, correct?
I thought it's in your hand. Sorry.
Yeah,
I thought you just said it got bounced.
Yeah.
I sent
it's in my
everything
hand.
back to the hand, so he has another board. He has another board wipe.
Oh. Sorry, I misunderstood what that card was for a second. If I could, may I take that back?
Mm-hmm.
I'll just put out an Arcane Signet then.
Okay.
That'll be turn.
Yeah, it's just if I don't play Cacophony Unleashed, it's like
No.
in my hand.
For some reason, when you said it got balanced, I was thinking it was for some reason like a board wipe you had to activate while it was on your board. I don't know why I was conflating the card with something that it wasn't.
It is a weird card.
Shifting Woodland is 7. Tap 2. I'm gonna play Sithis, Harvest's Hand, and then I have 7. Tap 7. Destroy all non-enchantment creatures. Sith says, when I cast an enchantment, I'll gain 1 life and draw 1 card.
I'm gonna tap 3. Wait, I can't do this yet. Before I do this, I'm just gonna sack 9 clues.
Okay.
To
With Jaheira.
Yeah, with the Jaheira mana. So I'm gonna have 28 tapped clues. I'm gonna draw 9.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's hard to believe that Ride doesn't have this, but I mean, if I didn't try and cast Cacophony Unleashed again, it's just kind of like sandbagging the game. So,
No, it makes sense. I just misunderstood the card.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna spend 3, two of the clone savannas and 1 of the clone island. I'm gonna sack Jaheira and the Karnstruct to put an indestructible counter on Mondrak.
Okay, and then that's my turn. So Tribs, you can go.
Yep. Then.
Oh, sorry. I also have 8 cards in hand, and I will just discard Sylvan Library.
Let's see. I will pay 1 for Soul Ring for a Signet.
Get that rent back out.
And then I'll pay 3 for Oubliette, I think, or Beholder's Paralyzing Ray. ETB target creature phases out until it leaves the battlefield, and tap that creature as it's phasing out this way. Only 2 creatures.
How do you
Think you
spell
can maybe guess.
Oubliette, Tribs?
Ouble.
Or
E-
Oubliette.
Got it.
BLI. It's so tiny on this particular. Sorry.
Well, I think I know
It's
it's getting phased out.
Yeah, we're targeting Mondrak.
Yep.
for-
That'd be kind of a cool card for this deck, to be honest.
Oh, Oubliette's really good.
Yeah, I literally just threw in all the secret cards, and they're pretty good. Can't complain. I will. Let's see. Pay for 5 for Kazul, Iron of the Cliffs.
Oh, like
5/4. Yep. When a creature or opponent attacks, if you're the defending player, create a 3/3 red ogre creature token, unless that creature's controller pays 3 mana. A lot of people that can pay 3 mana here, but I give it a shot, so I'll pass.
Worldly.
Ooh.
We have been here for a very long time, so I am going to attempt to end.
You have the. Yeah, I was gonna say, Ryan.
I'm going to attempt to end the game again. Because now I'm going to turn all my clues into 4/4 flyers.
Yep, it's Rise and Shine, followed by the Cyberdrive Awakener.
No, this just straight up makes them 4/4s
right,
into one turn. It's Cyberdrive Awakener.
Yep, I love Cyberdrive Awakener. It's a cool card.
Yep. So that'll go on top of my library.
The commander.
Believe it or not, I think I actually don't want to transform the Thousand Moon Smithy.
Yeah, I mean,
because I think I actually need it to attack.
I'm tapped out. Tribs. I mean, Johan, you have 2/3 mana.
I got a red and a black, or a black and
Yeah,
black.
but I'm not in the right colors.
Well, I mean, even if you have to counter it because Cyberdrive's an into the battlefield trigger.
Yeah.
So even if you kill it, they lose flying. But we all have 2 blockers between the 3 of us.
Yeah, and they.
78.
How many of those fly?
Well, I was saying, like, even if they did kill the Cyberdrive Awakener, So I think you have no blockers. Does anyone have a response?
Because I'm gonna cast Cyber Drive Awakener with these 6 islands.
Unless I can take
Native.
Rakdos Charm out my graveyard. You guys
Oh
cool with that?
yeah, dude. Oh, that would be so good, Tribs. Tribs, you were probably
then-
saving Rakdos Charm for a moment just like this, but
Yeah, I was.
And then I think I have pretty easy lethal in the air here.
yep, I'm tapped out. I got nothing.
So I have to swing. I have to swing 2 at Azo. 4 at Johan.
I got a lot
I
of
guess-
life, but not that much.
I guess I'll attack with like 1 extra at each of you, and then there's going to be 26 4/4 flyers at Tribs.
Yep, I got
Would you like to
nothing.
pay 26 times?
You can have your ogres. I don't care about those.
Oh yeah, I'm making 26 ogres, and that's it.
Yep, I think Rye cleans it up. Good game,
had
good
a-
game.
Thanks. What'd you think of the deck? Did it look?
I've seen a
crazy.
deck like this Morska before, and it played not like this well, but it played very similarly, where it was like the clue overload, and then kind of do a bunch of stuff to mess with the clues. And yeah, I like it. I think Morska is actually really cool.
Yeah. So one of the cards that if I didn't have Worldly Tutor, I had the 3rd Doctor, which is really cool in this deck.
Well, you guys know what we like to do here, so now we get to pick out our 3 most impactful cards, and then we can
Indeed.
talk about them. Unfortunately, my deck did not pop off quite as hard as I feel like everyone else's did, so I was kind of middle of the pack for most of that game, but I still had a lot of fun. I liked seeing, I think Johan and Rai definitely went hard. Tribs had a really solid start, and Tribs kind of kept this game moving by fueling everybody's hands, making sure, if you notice this disparity in life totals, Tribs is at 66. Rai, myself, and Johan were below 20, so you could just tell that Tribs' commander was influencing a lot of our attacks. So even though Tribs' impact later in the game might have not been as high, just Tribs' commander being present influenced a lot of the combat throughout the game. So I think everyone did a little something. And, that's all you can really ask for, is everyone participated at least a little bit. So, Rai, you are the winner tonight. We are going to go, since you killed us all in the same turn, we will just go around in turn order, starting with Johan, and then we will end with our victor. Rai will take his victory lap, and then we will call the stream. We'll call it a night. So before we get started, thank you for watching. Please make sure to subscribe if you are not subscribed already. We are so close. We are about 110 subscribers away from our 2,000 subscriber goal. And when we hit that goal, I will be doing a donation, giveaway, whatever you want to call it. So if you want to find out more about that, along with subscribing with the YouTube side, go ahead and follow me on X or Twitter at the same name you see here, Azoreign, and that's where you will find out where and how I'm doing all of the giveaway things. So if you want a chance to win something like a collector's booster pack, or maybe even a commander deck this time around, please go and check me out there. I appreciate it. But all that said, we're done with all that stuff and advertising. Johan, you may tell us about your 3 most impactful cards.
Yes, thanks again for having me on, Azoreign. Congrats, Raikou, for the win. This was a crazy game. Definitely one of my favorites, I think, of stream games I've been on. A lot of crazy stuff happened. It was a lot of fun. My 3 cards. So first is going to be Traverse the Outlands. As you all know, I had a terrible start when it comes to land and mana. But luckily, I was able to finally get my commander out, get to 5 mana, and because I had Titaneth Rex in my bin and he had 11 power, I went from like 4 lands to 15. So the card is why it's one of the reasons I run so many basics in the deck. I think it's really cool, and yeah, definitely kind of turned the tides of my game. Second would be, surprisingly, Tato Farmer. Having actually these two in conjunction with one another it was never, I guess, thought of as a synergy when I built the deck. I didn't think of hitting this with Tato Farmer out, but it's pretty crazy. Like, I gave myself 10 reds. I could have had up to 22. And it definitely then really fueled my next turn with the sequencing that I had planned out with Coram being out and whatnot. So super cool card. I think it's underrated, but definitely one of the best cards, I think, if in the right decks from the Fallout set. Last but not least, again, I said it, probably one of my favorite cards from Blueburrow, but Lumra.
Yeah, that was
Didn't end up getting to do much, but he was a 24/24 with reach, so he could have blocked any pesky flyers. If I messed up a little bit that turn, which granted, I guess it didn't really matter because no damage went through, but I had him in hand and I was waiting to play him until after combat just in case I hit something different or I got more lands off Coram. So I waited to cast him to my post-combat main. Then again, damage basically got fogged, so it wouldn't have mattered, but I think I slightly played him suboptimally. I should have played him because he would have had haste. The same turn I swung at Tribs, I would have at least taken out one person. I also didn't know I was going to hit the Brawn off of the Coram trigger. Right. That was... You can't account for that. But anyways, I love this card. I think it's super cool. It's another reason that you didn't see a ton of it, but there's a decent amount of land sacrifice as a sub-theme, because I have him and other cards that will bring all the lands back. So, the whole thing is really just to do graveyard shenanigans with my own deck, including with lands, as you saw a little bit of with Lumra and Tato Farmer and things like that. So thanks again, Azo, for having me on. Congrats again, Raikou, and I'll see you all again hopefully soon.
Yes. I will quickly go through my 3 cards, because again, my game really wasn't too exciting, but I had the Citizen Champion. There's a lot of ways to draw cards in enchantment decks, and Citizen Champion is one of the best ways to do that, as it just says enters, so it's not on cast. So you can get multiple draws from Citizen Champion, and it also makes itself bigger by getting a +1 counter. The next is actually going to be Muster the Departed. I don't know if this card is going to be long for this deck, but I just kind of like the effect. It's cheap, it's 3 mana. It makes a 1/1 spirit, but that's not really the strength of the card. The strength is at the beginning of my end step. If a creature died, I populate, and Anikthea makes the enchantments that she exiles into tokens, so this deck can start populating your tokens that you make. So I didn't really get to make much use out of this because Anikthea didn't come down until later, but I still think that Muster the Departed is just kind of a cool uncommon. And the last is going to be Cacophony Unleashed, just because this had the most impact on the game from my point of view. It board wiped. I thought it was going to really set me up for a better turn, but everyone was able to rebuild incredibly fast. And then I casted it one more time after it got bounced with the Cyclonic Rift to try and control Raikou's creatures. So yeah, the Cacophony Unleashed was just the most... Out of the things that I played and the things that I did, the Cacophony Unleashed was the most impactful in terms of obviously a board wipe and affecting everybody, and I played it twice. So those are my 3 cards.
Sweet. Yeah, that leads to me. So thanks for having me. It was an absolute awesome game, I'd say. Firstly, I wanted to shout out Sangermancer. I actually intentionally played this before the Flesh Bag Marauder. I had both in my hand. Sandbagged it a little bit, the Soul Ring. But great card. I mean, it. Oftentimes people can even get too many cards in their hand with this deck and have to discard, which is a great way to have that second ability trigger. And it gained me so much life this game. Probably like over 40 life if I had to guess.
I love Sangromancer.
Absolute classic. The next card I chose was the Rakdos Charm. This really altered Raikou on that one turn. I think you would have went absolutely bananas with the Inspiring Statuary. I had a couple points when I could have used this. I decided to murder your Academy Manufacturer instead of... I almost Rakdos Charmed it instead. I'm very glad I didn't.
Mhm.
But maybe looking back, holding both of them and not doing anything and using it for the final ability might have been the best play for me. But can never hold it for too long. It's a great card. Fits in every deck that has Rakdos. I think should have Rakdos Charm. Does
It is
exactly
a
what you
very
needed
good
to
card.
do.
You can get some wins out of nowhere with that card.
Yeah. Easily. And then third was the Defile.
Yeah,
It came in
saved you.
handy. It was literally perfect. I had 1 black mana, 5 swamps, Johan's poor commander, I'm sorry, it's 5 toughness. Saved my life. I wonder how it would have affected things. Like, obviously you can't predict hitting the Brawn off the top, but I wonder if swung it at somebody else, I think probably either of you two would have died. Maybe Raikou might
We
have been
both had
tapped out, I can't quite
blockers.
remember. Yeah. But the Brawn off the top was crazy,
Oh,
and
yeah,
Defile
yeah.
definitely saved me. So very impactful for my game at least. Helped me stay around a couple more turns. Yeah, overall it was a blast. Thanks for having me, and congrats.
Always,
Dude,
always.
that deck is so sweet. Enjoyed it.
And now for our final deck of the night, Rai in his victory lap. Go ahead, Rai, take it away.
Okay, so this is going to be a little bit of cheating because rather than having individual cards, I was going to highlight effects from specific effects of cards that are replicated in this deck. The first thing that was most impactful were all of the cards that make clues tap for mana or be able to get mana off of clues. This is what makes the deck go, and it's what let me have all the explosive turns. The second one was easily the token doublers. Adrix and Nev was... I don't know about backbreaking, but it was very, very annoying for the rest of the table. There was a moment where Tribs could have killed Adrix and Nev if it weren't for the ward, and then Mondrak having the built-in protection helped to survive a board wipe.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, the card that made the entire game go nuclear was the Doppelgang. Doppelgang is my favorite card from Murders at Karlov Manor. If you have any kind of Mega Mana Simic deck, this is one of the most fun things you can be doing. And the existence of this card in the deck means I cannot play anything that has enters the battlefield, buyback an instant or sorcery, because with Doppelgang and Eternal Witness, you can infinitely loop them with a large enough value of X, usually 4.
Mm.
The fact that this can target lands and make them come in untapped is so powerful, because I would not have been able to cast the Rift to back up my board had Doppelgang not been able to target lands. Because this ramped me, 16?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't say that I've ever seen
Even more.
Doppelgang ever. So it's really cool when you can kind of see a new card work in like a really powerful way. So yeah, no, I think Doppelgang definitely deserves a spot, and you would have won on the spot with Doppelgang had I not saved the Path to Exile for Tribs' creature. You know, it still kind of threw you way into the late game, but yeah, you would have won just on the spot.
Yep. Yeah, this was a really fun game. This is one of the most fun games I've had, and I'm definitely happy with the changes to this deck, because I have had a stack of about 20 cards that I've been trying to work into this deck. It's absolutely unbelievable, some of the cards that did not make the decks, like Bronze Guardian, Karn, Scion of Urza. I wanted to put Senator Peacock from the Clue edition in this deck as well, but I just couldn't make room for her.
Excuse me. Well, I think...
Thanks for the game.
Yes, no problem. Thank you guys all for coming on. It was a lot of fun. I'm kind of glad when me as the host can come on and kind of do the worst out of the 3 guests. So I think each of you did a lot of really cool and fun things. I was happy to be a part of the game, so I can only apologize to you guys and the viewers for not doing more on my part. But it's really fun to just see my guests like having a good time, and like you 3 certainly excelled. So I'd way rather have you 3 be popping off than have just me doing it. So, congratulations, Raikou, on the win. But I think both Tribs established himself with life to just survive all the attacks, and Johan was just going all the way off. Coram was really setting up some big things, especially with the Lord of Extinction and haste. So I think that it really could have gone to either one of you. So, but congratulations, Rye, on the win. And that is honestly going to do it for us here tonight, though. No raids because we're here on YouTube, and I don't think YouTube does raids. But thank you for watching. If you're watching live, thank you for watching the VOD back. If you're choosing to do that, I appreciate it. Please just, again, make sure to subscribe as we are so close to our 2,000 subscriber goal here on the channel. But that's going to be it for us here tonight. So as always, I am Azoreign, whatever you want to call me. That annoying blue mage. Your friendly blue mage. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.
Night.
Peace.